Welcome back once again to the Vault of All Things EC. This is your friendly EC Fan-Addict here, and I want to talk about a couple brand new book releases that you all might be interested in. The first one from Fantagraphics is The Complete Web of Horror. This was edited by Dana Marie Andra, and I know it was a real labor of love. It is as complete as you can possibly get for this 70s title, and if you're wondering, hey, what's the EC connection? A lot of EC DNA in this book. A lot of the creators, Wrightson, Kaluta, Jones, were big EC fan addicts in their time, and a lot of them gained prominence in the EC fanzines of the late 60s, early 70s, and they transitioned right into this black and white horror magazine. This came at a time when Warren was publishing a lot of reprints, and a lot of people felt like Warren had slipped a bit with their horror magazines. And Web of Horror was all new material, and it was very fresh stuff. And never had a big collection like this before. The really nice thing about this, all 3 issues of Web of Horror are here. There's an unpublished 4th issue, and there's a 5th section of previously unpublished stories that never appeared elsewhere, and they were in fact pretty unknown until about 10 years ago. They turned up at auction, and a lot of those are really fantastic stories, and this one in particular from Bernie Wrightson is just a wonderful piece of work. And I was very happy to have assisted in a small way with tracking down the original art for this. And a shout out to Jim Halperin at Heritage, who was a big help. When Dana was putting this book together, I had posted about the EC Covers Artists Edition on the EC Fan-Addict Club page and mentioned that Jim had been really helpful in tracking down a Valor cover for inclusion in that book. And so I got an email saying, hey, do you think it would be possible to find some of the Web of Horror art? And sure enough, we did. A lot of this is reproduced from the original art, and cover to cover, it's just a beautiful, really well done collection, and the quality is just amazing. So well worth seeking out if you're a fan of EC horror comics, horror magazines. And while I'm on the subject of the EC Covers Artists Edition, it has now been issued in the much more manageable Artisan edition format. So size is comparable to the old EC library sets, and it's just much easier to casually peruse and enjoy. It's much more portable at this size. If you've got the EC Covers Artist Edition, you know it's huge and it's a real commitment to look through it. This is a nice alternative. And even if you already have the Artist Edition, I would highly recommend this book as well. And I did a full video on the EC Covers Artist Edition, so I won't go too much into this since I covered the material there and the material is the same. Couple things worth noting about this collection. There was a continuity error in the full-size book where Crime Suspense Stories 21 was listed as Shock Suspense Stories 21. Of course, Shock Suspense Stories ended with issue number 18. There was no 21. But not only did that put it out of order in the table of contents, it put it out of order in the book itself. That has been corrected. So Crime Suspense Stories 21 now appears between 20 and 22, as it should. The other big change is that my full introduction has been included, but in the smaller size, you would definitely need a magnifying glass to read it. I'm now at the age where to read my own introduction, I have to go like this. But it's all there, and I hope that you will find it very enjoyable. Couple must-have new books for your EC bookshelf, and I'll see you next time.